Hi class, Jennifer Bickle here. After watching the videos of the counseling sessions, just wanted to elaborate a little bit on those. The first one I watched was the brainstorming counseling session, and I felt in this session, of course it was very short, but I got the idea that the session probably was a subsequent session, like this client had been seeing this counselor from some time, because the counselor knew specifics about it. The counselor let the client really talk first without asking a lot of questions. He, of course, let him talk, and then he reiterated plans or ideas of how the situation can be improved, and it led me to think that the client had come up with these ideas of how to do that. I felt like the questions that the counselor asked, the client could elaborate a little bit more. In the second session that was about homesick, I felt like the counselor used a lot of interpersonal skills that you learn about in those, interpersonal relations classes. A lot of insinuation of feelings and trying to gauge that upon her client. I felt like she used a lot of summary after the client talked. That was a little bit different than the first session. In the second dancing or helping, I felt like that counselor was similar to the counselor in the homesick session, using those interpersonal skills, using feelings, summarizing, insinuating those feelings, and allowing the client to kind of talk more about the feelings. In those two sessions, I felt like possibly or probably that those were the first counseling sessions that had taken place between that counselor and that client. The second two sessions definitely ask more questions, kind of gain insight, and maybe will react with a plan of how the client can help better each of their situations. I know especially in the homesick video session, it reminded me of a class. The counselor, the way that she was using her interpersonal skills, reminded me of one of my favorite classes that I took as an undergrad, in that interpersonal relations, how to use skills to talk and use feelings and help guide the client along. These sessions were very helpful, and thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts with you guys.